this podcast is all about what does it mean to be an excellent entrepreneur? What does excellence look like? But to even understand that, the first question is, how do you define excellence? So when I ask you to think through, what is your individual and personal definition of an excellent entrepreneur?
A great question. If it's just one characteristic, I would start from always being curious and open to new knowledge. So basically, always learning. A lot of entrepreneurs, they just don't do that. At some point of time, they start being humble. They think that they already know everything and then they hit the wall. So I think always learning, knowing your strengths, be persistent, and invest in people around you. But I think, it sounds really basic, but I think very few people actually do it.
Why do you think that's the case, right? You met a lot of really good entrepreneurs and you obviously invest in a pretty good number on a regular basis. Why do you think so few people have that level of curiosity, or why do they maybe lose that level of curiosity?
I think many people have these traits or these characteristics at some point of time during some period in their life. But what I've been observing during, let's say, 15 years of my active entrepreneurial and investor career is that consistency is very rare. I forgot to say consistency, maybe not even persistence, consistency. Consistency is rare. It's very rare, fortunately, for a lot of entrepreneurs and investors to consistently keep all these characteristics in place, because it's easier to start learning something, to start working on different things, improving them. But then people actually, they lose this attention, they lose this focus. They basically go back to mediocrity. So this consistency, I would say, is very rare. Not the fact that people do these things, but the fact that they have to do it for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And I admire people who actually are excellent during their entire entrepreneurial careers.
Do you think people are you born with that? Is that innate? You think to certain entrepreneurs, the really good ones, or can you train yourself to be that way?
My opinion is that you have to be born to be a really great entrepreneur, really excellent one. And I'm not talking about just being on headlines of TechCrunch, running unicorns, etc. But I'm just saying consistently deliver results and they're just not stopping, and basically with every new company going extra mile, right? At a different scale, right? And I think in order to be a great entrepreneur, you have to be born with that, but nevertheless, if someone wants to be an entrepreneur and if he wasn't born with some characteristics, I think still it's totally possible to become an entrepreneur, or maybe just not great entrepreneur, but still run a company and be happy with it.